Hi, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. It's good to see you all. We're going to have some fun tonight. It's going to be good. I feel it. I hope you do too. My name is Prem. I'm your compere for this evening. And I'm a final year student. And actually last week, I just completed my final ever exam. But luckily, I know one thing that won't disappoint any of you tonight, and that is our first act of the evening, okay? It's an improv game, it's about love, it's about romance. We're gonna witness love and romance happen, okay? It's a game called Let's Make a Date, and for this game, we will need Tristan, Iestyn, Johhny, and Fred. Round of applause. How this game works, it's a blind dating show, okay? These three, furthest away from me, are contestants on the show, and they are vying for Tristan's love. And the way this game works is that Tristan's going to ask them 3 questions, getting to know them, and all 3 of these guys have something weird about them, okay? So Iestyn here has a weird relationship that he shares with Tristan. Johhny has a weird job or occupation, and Fred is a character from fiction or a person from history with a twist. Okay, something a bit weird about him. Okay, so Tristan's going to ask him 3 questions, and after answering those 3 questions, Tristan's task is then to figure out who these people are. Okay, so we're going to get on to assigning them their weird respective things. But in order to do that, Tristan, you can't be here. Otherwise, it's going to be too easy, you know. So Tristan, it's time to go. So, firstly, we'll start with Iestyn. Can we get a weird relationship that Iestyn shares with Tristan, please?
Iestyn killed his dad. Iestyn killed his dad.
Killed his dad? Are you okay? Are you alright? Okay. Other suggestions?
Ex-husband.
Say that again, sorry?
Ex-husband.
Ex-husband. Okay. Okay.
He's the cabbie who drove Tristan here tonight.
Cabbie who drove Tristan. Iestyn, you murdered Tristan. Sorry for judging you. I actually like your suggestion. Johhny has a weird occupational job. It's one that doesn't really actually exist. Okay. So do we have any suggestions for that, please? Just shout them out. Just shout them out.
Lecturer. Animal sex therapist.
Animal, what is with this audience? Animal sex therapist. Wow. Wow. Okay. Any others? Any other suggestions? Are we really running with animal sex therapists? Johhny. Johhny, you're down?
Let's do this.
Okay. Enthusiastic about animal sex. Love that. Now, Fred is a person from history or a character from fiction with a twist, okay? So does anyone have any suggestions for, you can just name the character or the person and then we can add the twist after, but just any suggestions?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. What about Scooby-Doo are we going to twist?
He's addicted to crack.
He's addicted to crack. I'll be honest, I really like this audience. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Scooby-Doo addicted to crack. Any other suggestions? You know?
Gandalf, but he's trying out a new beard style.
Gandalf with a new beard style. Okay.
A gay Mr. Darcy.
Say that again, sorry.
A gay Mr. Darcy.
A gay Mr. Darcy. Fred, how do you feel about being Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo what?
Addicted to crack.
I would only do Scooby-Doo if he was addicted to crack.
Fantastic. Okay, run through them again, just remind me. Iestyn, how do you know Tristan?
I murdered his dad.
You murdered his dad. Johhny, what do you do?
Animal sex therapist.
Okay, calm it down a bit. Fred, who are you?
Scuba Doobert. And addicted to crack.
Full name. Okay, last thing to do is bring Tristan back in the room. We have a way of doing this, and it's called Iestyn. Please can you do your thing? Tristan! What a journey.
He's going too big.
Tristan, Selvage, welcome to Let's Make a Date, welcome to the show. Hope you're feeling good. You've got 3 lovely, lovely people here that are competing to go on a date with you, okay? You know how this works. You ask 3 questions, you get to know them, see who you're most compatible with, and then at the end, you're going to choose one to go on a date with, okay? So without further ado, let's make a date, everybody. Tristan, what is your first question?
Alright, so I've got high hopes for this, right? I'm thinking we go on a few dates, and eventually, very soon, you are going to want to propose to me. This is inevitable. So my question is, where would you like to propose to me? Where will it be?
Okay. Contestant number 1.
I would probably take you to somewhere that is, very meaningful to me, and that is at the top of Bell Tower, where I took out my last date.
Quite a storyline. Johhny, contestant number 2.
Well, I'd like a simple, nice and simple session. Just maybe just like a sort of, hey, do you want to get married? Like a sort of very low key, not romantic, just, I don't know, it's a bog standard session, if you know what I mean.
I don't think anyone knows and contestant number 3, please.
Colombia!
So guys. Okay, Tristan, your second question for these lovely people.
Alright, so I'm a university student at the moment. I'm in some clubs and societies. I'm in the Comedy Society, actually. You might have heard of it. My second question, you might not be in university at the moment, you guys, I don't know. But if you were, what would be the club or society you'd like to be in? What would it be?
It's an interesting question. Contestant number 1.
Knife wielding. Like butterfly knives, not like, not the military knives, not, well, I'm in uni anyway, so that'll do the job. But no, it's yes, so that or any kind of thing that I can, like self-defense, or I can kill someone, attack people, defend myself. Yes.
Swiftly moving on, contestant number 2, please.
No, I like to take care of animals, so probably the Green Lancaster Society for the environment, I'm taking care of animals, and then also something where just, I don't know, probably refer to the counselling service to just get to feel that way, maybe.
Contestant number 3.
I like to stay below society, really. Mystery, I like mystery. Magic and circus, because I love to deal.
Tristan, your final question. Make it good.
Okay, so I found this great stick outside. But I was thinking we could plant it and turn it into a tree. But raising a tree is a big responsibility for a partnership, right? I know you know that. It is. So I need to know that you can handle responsibility. So what I want to know is, have you ever managed to handle responsibility in the past? And what are you most proud of in that respect?
I feel like this is a test, Contestant number 1, please.
Well, yes, I have actually been placed in quite a situation where I had to be very responsible, had to dispose of a body. It wasn't that kind of body. It was a body of. No, it wasn't your dad. It wasn't. Sorry, Freudian slip. But yes, no, I like planting trees would be great because I love to dig holes and it's really good. And I know a place with good compost.
I think he's digging a hole right now.
Sounds like a keeper. Contestant number 2, please.
Can you repeat that, please?
When have you handled responsibility before?
Well, the patient, doctor, confidentiality, and all that stuff. I've handled many responsibilities. I'm not going to name one, but remember a sort of couple just having a bit of a difficulty, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Difficulty. Okay. Contestant number 3, please.
They tried to send me to AA. I wouldn't go. Fred tried to send me, I wouldn't go. I said, Shaggy, baby, Shaggy! I wouldn't go. They wouldn't take me. Throw the stick. Throw the stick!
Wow. Okay. Tristan, you have asked all 3 of the questions. Hopefully you've gotten to know these contestants well. Firstly, do you have any idea who these people are?
Alright, well, I know Scooby-Doo when I see him. And this Scooby-Doo, right, he is very high right now. I think he might even be a drug dealer. He's certainly a drug doer. The Scooby snacks, I think they've got weed in them. That's my theory at the moment. Am I not right?
It's not
You haven't
weed.
cracked it.
It's not weed, it's sweet.
Alright, it's a cocaine? It's something. It's a drug.
We'll give it. What about the other 2, Tristan?
Alright. I sense a hitman standing next to me. That's what I think is going on. I think maybe he's trying to kill me. Maybe he's the hitman who killed my father.
Tristan, I've got 2 words now. Good luck.
So you're definitely some kind of therapist. Yeah. See, I've got the noggin, right? Therapist. Are you a therapist for animals? Okay. Ooh. Is it a specific kind of animal? Will it farm animals? Are you a farm therapist? Are you a therapist for presidents? That's something else you mentioned, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
You know.
A therapist for birds?
It's for all animals. It's more just an animal therapist, yes. But for a specific action that animals maybe do.
Right. Is it for when they try and blow people up with missiles?
No.
Okay, because I really thought I had something there. Right. So these animals, have they got...
Final question. The most important question. Who are you smashing?
I cannot say no to a date with Scooby-Doo to get high together!
That was weird, man. Okay, we've had it back. We're going to switch things up. We now have our first stand-up act of the night. He's funny, he's lovable, and he's very tall. It's Jon Lee, everyone.
Thanks, guys. I'm just going to set up my laptop to do the PowerPoint that goes along with this stand-up. So sorry about this. Okay, bear with me. Nearly there. Okay. We're nearly there, kids. I'm so sorry, everybody. Shit. I'm so sorry. Yes, please. Oh, thanks, guys. yeah, okay, so that never happened. So, I thought for this stand-up set, I would talk about. Oh, I need the clicky thing. Thank you. Okay, I thought for this stand-up set, I would talk about Lancaster. So I did a bit of research for this set. You know, I looked some things up, cobbled some stuff together, and it's a bit like my dissertation in that it's got the same level of scientific value. So yeah. So Lancaster. So I thought we'd start by asking what people's opinion of Lancaster is. So you, sir, what do you think of Lancaster?
I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, do you have any more elaboration than that?
Very cool.
I can tell you studied English. Sorry guys, he actually did study English. Anyone else want to venture their opinion on Lancaster? What do you think of Lancaster?
Pretty cool, there's a lot of pubs.
Yes, indeed. The alcohol, not the people. So yeah, Lancaster, pretty cool place. So yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd talk about some of the famous people who've come out of Lancaster. So I thought we'd start with this guy, James Williamson, also known as Lord Ashton. So you may not know who Lord Ashton is. However, you might be familiar with this, the Ashton Memorial. This was built by Lord Ashton. Well, not built by him. I mean, fucking look at him. Sorry. Commissioned by Lord Ashton in memory of his late wife. So, built in 1906. His wife died in 1903. So now, you might be thinking, it's a little silly, isn't it, that he built the memorial. Well, not built, but yeah, we've been through that. He did it when she was already dead, so she didn't really have time to enjoy it. However, you know, then again, it would be a bit awkward to build it while she was still alive. What are you building there, honey? Nothing. Why does it say, in loving memory of my wife, died 1903 on it? Typo? So yeah. Interestingly, it's actually built in memory of his second wife. His first wife got fucking nothing. Not even a fucking primary school. So yeah. That's the Ashton Memorial. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about this guy, Andy Serkis, another famous Lancastrian. So, now Andy Serkis, he didn't actually come from Lancaster. He came from, I don't know where he came from, but he was a graduate of Lancaster University. Now, he's famous for acting, especially for motion capture roles. So, CGI stuff. So he played Gollum in Lord of the Rings, and King Kong in King Kong. But yeah, Andy Serkis studied creative arts and visual theatre, something like that. Put on several productions at the Nuffields Theatre, and eventually graduated with a first-class honours degree. All that so he could do this. Fucking hell, I could do that. You? Whoops. So anyway, that's Andy Serkis. Let's move on. I went to Lancaster University's Wikipedia page to look at some of the famous alumni from Lancaster. And here I found that they categorise all of the alumni. So you've got sport, education, etc., etc. But my favourite category was the other category. Other. It was my favourite category because of the person in it. Just one person. Who is it, you might ask? Well, it is Tom O'Carroll, pro paedophile. Now that is an other. So that's Tom O'Carroll. Let's get a picture up of him. Here he is. In the library, in the Sorry. In the library, in the mid-1960s. He could have taken out the same book that you two have today. He could have used the same computer that you used. He could have sat at the same bar as we're all sitting at now. He could have sipped from that very pint glass. Tom O'Carroll, everybody. Anyway, there's just one more person I'd like to talk about from Lancaster, and that is James May. Hey, big up. James May, famous presenter. Interestingly, James May was commissioned by Pendle JCR to do a virtual pub quiz for Pendle during lockdown. So I thought I'd get the publicity up for that. Here we go, Pendle pub quiz with James May. So, you know, pretty decent. Makes you think, what kind of questions might he have asked? You know, general knowledge, guys. That's James May's voice. General knowledge, guys. Which 2020 UK TV programme featured the town of Kawasaki? Answer. It's my Amazon original, James May's Tour of Japan. It's not as popular as Clarkson's Farm, but it's still okay. Please look it. So that's James May. Sorry. It's interesting. I wonder, like, what other alumni they could have got for it. Could have got this guy, Andy Serkis. That would have been cool, because he could have done it as Gollum. Just ask a load of riddles, and if you get them wrong, he eats you. They could have asked Lord Williamson, Mr. Ashton, whatever his name is. Sorry. That would have been interesting. History question, guys. What was the name of my first wife? Trick question. I don't remember either. Anyway, might have been a bit of a problem because he's dead. Well, you know, all those options. Just glad they didn't go with Tom O'Carroll. It's interesting. I think, you know, we've got a fair few good alumni though. We're doing all right for alumni. We've got James May, Andy Serkis, and a nonce. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, you know. Pity about that James May. Anyway, I think universities should be ranked based on the number of cool alumni they have. You know, that would have been interesting. You know, Middlesex University, historically low student satisfaction rate. However, Milton Jones went there. Yeah, I bet you wish you were seeing him instead. Sorry, that didn't mean to be me. Sorry. Yeah, University of Sunderland, extremely low graduate employment prospects, but Terry Deary went there, author of horrible histories. Oxford, extremely cutting-edge research, leaders of the world, but these fucks went there. Back at the line, mate. So yeah, that's Lancaster's alumni. Now, must say though, to wrap this up, I like the university, I like Lancaster University, but I would like to do a bit of ranting, however. So I thought I'd just do a bit of ranting about the location of Lancaster University. So here is the campus. Why did they build it next to a fucking motorway? Why? Because it's not like there's nowhere else to put it. Here. Or, there's Lancaster, right? There's Morecambe. Get rid of Morecambe, eh? Boom. Seaside campus. Anyway, thanks for listening to my mini rant. Here's Andy Serkis.
I've got good news and bad news. Bad news first. We've come to our last act of the first half. Good news. Ignore me, sorry. Okay, I'm about to blow your minds, okay? We've had the improv act, we've had a stand-up act, we now have a sketch for you, okay? This sketch was written by members of the Comedy Institute. It's starring Charlotte, Iestyn, and Jon Lee. I don't want to spoil it, I don't want to say anything more, so I'll let them take it away. Take it away.
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm a fireman, there's a fire, I'm putting it out.
That's no excuse.
What? What do you mean, no excuse? Norman Price is stuck up in there, in all that smoke, and he's asthmatic as it is.
Sam, Hosepipes are banned.
What?
Hosepipe Ban. We couldn't have you going round hosing things willy-nilly. Bella Lasagna hasn't watered her petunias in 3 weeks. More moisture in a nun's tampon.
But Norman Price is stuck up in there.
Help me, Sam!
He'll die if we don't do something.
Sam! The smoke's coming under the door! It's like the time we hotboxed the fire station!
Don't listen to him, we were just testing the fire alarm.
Sam! The door's burnt away! It's in the room!
Hold on, Norman, I'm coming.
Sam! The fire's all over my clothes! I'm getting quite badly burnt and considerably warm!
Just a minute, Norman. I'll be there.
Think of the reservoir, Sam.
Sam! I'm blacking out! This might be it!
Can you not hear him, officer? We need to do something.
Before I go, Sam, will you be honest with me? Have you been shagging my lamb on the side?
Don't do it, Sam.
I never knew my father. Sam, I can see the light. I think this is it for now. I've been informed by God that this is it. Goodbye, Sam. I'll remember you.
Oh, silly me! The Hosepipe Ban doesn't come into effect until next week. It's the Six Nations that starts this week, not the Hosepipe Ban. I best be off. Bella Lasagna will be chuffed she can start watering her petunias again. Every cloud.
Okay, I've got a new language. We've got good news and bad news. Bad news. We've now come to our last act of the first half. Good news is, there's a second half, okay? It's an improv game, it's called Timelord. It involves all of our improvers. And how it works is, I'm going to ask you guys for a word, and it will prompt the scene that our improvers act out. However, me, Prem, I have control over when the scene happens, using time-based phrases, such as flashback to when that happened, or flash forward to when this happens, or back to the present, stuff like that. Okay, so it's a normal improv scene, but I change when the scene occurs in time. Okay, so can we get a word to set our improvers off, please? Anyone? anyone else?
Ninjas.
Ninjas. That's quite cool. Yeah, cool than Jimmy Savile, yeah. Any other words? Any other words? We're running the ninjas? Running the ninjas. Okay. Ninjas, Timelord. Guys, take it away.
Okay, gents, take a seat, get ready. This is welcome to Ninja 101. My name is Sensei Cobbler. I'm here today to teach you the basics of ninja training. Yes, Sensei.
What is a ninja?
A ninja is a man or a woman, or anyone, or a dog, or a cat, or a lizard, or a hippo, whose hands are lethal weapons.
Sensei,
yes.
When we get to the session where we invade rooftops and commit burglary?
That'll be in the second lesson. That's next week.
Sensei. Do we have a hippo ninja?
We used to have a hippo ninja.
Wow.
Well, what happened to the hippo ninja?
Flashback to the hippo ninja incident.
Right, okay.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Right, okay.
I may be a hippo, but I know I can do it.
You are the nimblest hippo I know. Now, we've
How
got
many
a...
hippos do you know?
I know 5. I know Dave, Greg, Constantine.
I don't like Constantine.
No, he's a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, he's a good
Do you know, but the thing is, he's good at art. And then there's also Stanley.
That's only 4.
Yeah, and then there's you.
Yes.
Right, so... Right.
Oh!
Bendy...
You knocked me over!
Oh, well...
Oh!
Fucking... What was that?
Well,
Come on.
I haven't got very
You haven't
good
even gone
balance.
off the building yet.
I know, but my centre of pivoting isn't great.
Listen, you'll be fine. This is the second lesson. People normally have it. So what we need to do is that we need to jump and land right in that window there. Because in that window is my wife.
Oh.
And she is having it off with the neighbour. And I have had it up to here. Every night I hear the same groans. I'm like, yeah, just go round, have a wine with him. They're always fucking, and it drives me nuts. I've had it up to here.
Well, you know, it would be very normal for a hippo, that kind of thing. I think you make...
I'm not a hippo, am I?
Well,
do I look like a hippo?
Be more hippo.
No, I'm not taking up this big weird attitude.
Oh, right!
I'm going to jump through that.
Weird attitude, is it? Alright, are we going to have a problem here? Alright?
You're starting the problem. I've not done nothing.
I mean, you were the one who said it, weird attitude.
I just want to slap my neighbour across the face and tell him to stop shagging my wife. That's all I'm asking.
Well,
I'm not asking much.
I think you should chill out and be more hippo. And if you can't be more hippo, I'm going to have to...
Well, we're up here now.
Well...
And the ladder fell on the way up. So we've got to get onto here some way. We might as well jump through that window.
I'm not jumping through that window. I'm going to have to jump in some other direction.
Jump that way.
Ah!
Back to the present.
So yeah, he basically just like slipped off the roof and I didn't do much about that, you know. He didn't have a lot of sense of gravity. It's fine. Anyways, right. So first I said everyone arise. So what we're going to start off. We're going to start off with the basic position, and that is this. Right. Is everyone ready? Now what's going to happen is that you go like this. That was close. Let's try that again. Hold that. And go like that. And then you go, ha!
I think I've got it.
I think you might have got it.
I think I've got it.
Okay, you don't have it. Let's try it again. And you go, Ha. Very good, very good. You're almost there. Do you know what? You remind me of a younger version of myself.
Oh, thank you.
I remember I used to be in the dojo as a young kid. Let me tell you, what an absolute scene.
Flashback to Iestyn in the dojo when he was a kid.
Enough of that. Listen, son. It's a big world out there. And they're going to eat you alive if you can't karate chop the living daylights out of them. Eh? There are many things that you ask me and you'll say, Sensei, Sensei, why can't you teach me to do taxes? Or Sensei, Sensei, how do you cook risotto so it doesn't go all mushy? Or Sensei, when is Mum coming home? Those are questions for another time. But don't ask! I don't know! So I do too much ninja stuff.
I miss her.
I miss Lorraine too. Right, no, focus, right, up, on your feet, on your feet, on your feet. So we're going to do the one that your mum taught me, okay? So you have to imagine, right, that bastard Dave is there, okay? You're your mum, okay? And what she likes to do with Dave is right there.
Back to the present now.
Yes. I do apologise. I was thinking about that bastard Dave. Right. Let's do that last posture, that final posture after going ha. Right. I think we're ready. I think we should for the rooftop. Let's go.
Flash forward to when they arrive on the rooftop.
Right. Okay. So we're good. Are we all okay? We all up here? Right. Yes. We are going to jump through that window there, because in that window, my wife is shagging the neighbour.
It's like jumping, just like that kind of jumping, or do we have like a sort of ziggy wire?
No. This is pure jump. This is pure propulsion that is sending us through that window.
Do we get to join in?
No, we're not joining in. We are going up to the neighbour. Can't remember his name, but I think it's Graham. Going up to it. Is it Dave? No, Dave's the bastard Dave. We're going up to Graham. We're going to slap him across the face. We're going to tell him, pack it in.
It's taken me all week to climb back up on this roof.
Oh, Christ.
And now I find out, yes, I'm a hippo, can you tell? And now I see, you brought your new people to the same place. This was our place. This was the place we came together.
I just want to stop my wife from shagging the neighbour. Is it too much to ask? There are 5 people on this roof. Why can't we jump?
No, I'm gonna jump right now.
I wouldn't.
Yes, you should.
Yes, because we all have to jump at the same. Because we all, if you hit that window on your own, you're just gonna go and then just slide down like a cartoon character.
I don't think we will fit with that window.
Yeah. We will if we pencil.
So are we just like gonna like pretend to dive like that?
Essentially, yes.
Why don't you give it a trial run? We'll let the hippo give it a trial run.
I am the least capable of penciling out of this.
It's got a point.
But if we're going to be too late in a second, you can see it.
Oh, they're up now. Yeah. Right, you go first. I know I said that we all have to jump at the same time, but I lied.
Okay, Sensei Cobbler.
On we go.
And scene. We're now going to have a quick interval, about 15 minutes. But before we do, we're going to start the next half with a game called Whose Line. And how it works is we have pieces of paper that we read off by our improvers during the scene. And pieces of paper have things that you've written on them. It can be anything. Ideally not racial slurs, just to progress. But yes, so come to the front, papers are here, pens are here. Write something on them, whatever you want. Fold them up, leave them there. Interval starts now. Get drinks, go pee, go do whatever. And we'll see you back in a second half. You, right there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. That's enough out of you, okay? I'll introduce the first act of the half, which I teased you with before the interval. It's an improv game called Whose Line? Okay? For this game, I will need Tristan and Tom, please. Thank you. Round of applause for them, please. So as I've explained, they're gonna carry out the scene, and during the scene, they're gonna pick out pieces of paper, unfold them, read them out, and those papers have things that you guys have written on them, and they'll incorporate them. If I do something here. And they will incorporate them into the dialogue of the scene. Okay? It's very exciting because your thing might get said. Can we get a location for this scene, please? Just a setting that the scene takes place in. Yorkshire. Prison. Aquarium. Okay. I think we'll go with prison. Okay. This is Whose Line in a prison. Take it away, boy.
Alright, shut up in there, okay?
Wasn't talking.
Well, I'm here doing the rounds and I heard something in there, alright? It better not have been you.
It wasn't me.
Who was it then?
Him.
Well, I can't see him there because there's a door between us, so who is he?
It's Gary.
He's Gary, is he? What's he in for?
Something's in my ass.
Get a lot of them. Get a lot of them. Yeah.
He was yelling something, and now he's gone to sleep. He was
Was
a
it?
prick.
Yeah, it sounds it, you know. It's always them that's the worst. Them and the ones who, I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Gollum. All those Gollum cosplayers going around causing right havoc.
One of those arseholes in my cell.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you get the short end of the straw, I accept that. But, I mean, I'm sure you must have done a terrible crime.
Yeah. I come down.
You did you? Have you forgotten sex is illegal in this society?
Yeah. I rebel.
Well, that's not acceptable. You know, we live in a post-sex society here, okay?
We should tell that to that guy.
I will. I'll tell him, and I'll also tell him, right? I'll tell him I killed a man in 1967.
You think you're qualified to be a guard?
Yeah, because we don't live in a post-murder society. All right. But I'm willing to make a deal with you, right? Because you seem nice, okay?
Yeah.
So, I'll give you some extra rations, right?
Yeah, I want more. Finger guns.
Well,
I've only got this one.
Alright, okay, I'll give you one. You're gonna have to have your best behaviour, right, after this. Alright.
Yeah, I will not. I promise you. I will not go on.
You better not. You doubly better not, actually. Because that would be mean and illegal. Okay. Right. It's your, are you ready?
I am ready.
You're ready for your finger gun?
I'm more ready than I was with that gun.
Okay, right, okay. Here we go. Kapow!
How could you do that to me?
Well, you asked for it, didn't you? You asked for it.
Give me one. You me.
Oh, it's always the terminology, isn't it? Like the other day, right? My mate, Tim, he was saying, right? Mr. Blobby. He was saying, we're going to have Mr. Blobby in here.
Well,
I said,
it's mad, because last week, I know Tim, he was telling me, wear what hot stuff?
Yeah, well, we don't want any of that business. No hot stuff. Absolutely not. Everything's strictly cold, right? Cold food.
Yeah, everything for me is cold.
Alright, what else is cold then?
The ideal male body.
Yeah, we don't fantasize about that stuff anymore. Nowadays, we only fantasize about pro-pedophile Tom O'Carroll. He's really revolutionised society since becoming world president. Don't worry about that, right? I reckon. You you could even have some parole, right? On good behaviour, you could get right out of here. But you are going to have to meet the requirements, the strict requirements, okay? Requirement number 1. Chocolate fire guard.
I'll take 7.
Alright! 7 chocolate fire guards. And that's requirement number 2, right? It's a big one. It's very important. Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
That was whose line? We're going to do a back-to-back improv act. I'm still rhyming, okay. Next improv game. It's called Party Quirks. For this game, I will need Charlotte, Fred, Tom, and Johhny, please. So round of applause. Here's how the game works. Charlotte is hosting a party. The other 3 are guests at this party. However, these 3 guests have weird quirks or weird characteristics that we're going to assign to them. And the goal of the game is that Charlotte, during the party, will guess what their weird quirks or weird characteristics are. Okay? So we're going to run through their characteristics, assign them their quirks. So Charlotte, you can't be here for that. Please leave. It's time to go! Now that she's not here, Charlotte is just a bit. I'm joking. Okay. Can we please get a weird quirk or weird characteristic for Fred, please?
Gnome fetish.
What fetish?
A gnome fetish.
Gnome fetish.
Something I don't have.
Supposed to be a weird characteristic. You have a gnome fetish, Fred. Is that?
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. No acting required. Johhny. What can we have a characteristic or quirk for Johhny, please? Just shout it out. Just shout it out.
This guy's got a word.
You've got one, man. You've got one. You said you've got one. Don't lie to me. Okay.
Shoe sniffer.
Shoe sniffer. Okay. Any others?
Sock sniffer.
Sock sniffer.
Imitates police sirens.
Sorry, say that again.
Imitates police sirens.
Imitates police sirens. Any others? Any others? Any others? Just one. One more. I mean, one more.
He thinks houseplants are out to kill him.
You, Johhny, you think houseplants are out to kill you. Okay? Can we get one more for Tom? Let's really dig deep now. Okay. Yes, sir.
A gay owl who needs to poo.
Oh, what needs to poo?
A gay owl.
A gay owl.
What is this sexuality?
I mean, I appreciate the contribution, but we're going to move on. Any others? Any others?
He wants to be a rapper and makes up his own lyrics.
Sorry, what's your name? What's your name?
Connie.
Connie. Fuck you, Connie.
FBH security, but they're actually good at their job.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
FBH security, but they're actually good at their job.
Okay. Okay. Can we get one more? Support Boris. Boris support. Okay. So we're going to just run through them. Remind me of their quirks real quick. Fred, what's your weird characteristic?
No fetish.
No fetish. Johhny?
Fear of houseplants.
Fear of houseplants because they're trying to kill you. And Tom?
Boris is the one true peer.
Okay. Well, yes, this will hit from Charlotte back in, so you guys will have to. The way we're going to do this is I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and then we'll go, Charlotte, get back in here, okay? 3, 2, 1. Charlotte, get back in here! That was very nice, actually. Okay. Charlotte.
Thank you. Oh, it was such a good idea to have my Jubilee party a week later. I got so many bargains. I mean, I only paid 50p for this Queen sex doll. Do her later. It's got all the right nibbles. All I'm missing now really is some guests. Hello.
So you've got a nice watch.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. How are you?
You got them shorter.
That does happen with age, unfortunately, but I don't think so.
You look it.
Charlotte!
Hello?
Okay, cool.
You been chased by someone?
No. The evil things outside!
Don't call them evil.
I like a bad boy!
So there's some evil things outside, but they're not chasing you.
No.
You're just scared of them.
They're everywhere!
Like, do you see things?
I don't.
They're invisible, the evil things.
You know what? I'm just gonna go eat some food first before I worry about this later!
Okay. So you think have you got taller?
I hope not. I can bend down a bit more.
Are you a friend to small people?
Friend! With benefits.
Do you have sex with ants?
With ants?
Yes.
That's disgusting.
Is that too small?
A bit too small, yeah.
Woodlouse?
No.
I'm not good with bugs. Is it a bug?
No, it's not a bug. I think you've got someone at the door, sorry.
Okay. Hi, are you a normal person?
Yes.
Oh, thank God! Come on in.
I'd love coming with your gate to the party.
What is it without beer? Like, Jesus Christ!
Just enjoying the times.
Enjoying the times? You like gates and times? Not times, just gates. You like gates? Do you like most?
Well, I like the symbolism.
You like entering things?
Well, so long as you never leave.
Are you a hostage taker? An imprisonment person?
No, I'm a normal person.
You're a normal person. What's in? I thought the evil things were out there. Petrol?
I need to just burn it all down!
No, you're not going to burn down my house.
No, not your house per se, but the nature needs to be burned!
Oh, so do you not like trees or animals? Anything outside?
Similar, but
Bugs? You think bugs are evil?
they're everywhere! Watching my move! They've been trying to plot, make plans, trying to just...
Are they humans?
They're not humans.
Are they animals?
They're just those little bastards just trying to plan out every move, just...
Are they cats?
No, not
Dogs?
cats.
Are they bigger or smaller than a cat?
They're somewhat inanimate. Like,
Inanimate?
they require a bit of light and
A bit of light? Light and water? Plants? You're scared of plants?
those bastards, yes!
You're scared of plants, you want to kill them all. You're scared of trees and you want to kill them all. Flowers. Plants, grass.
They're plotting every move to try and just...
You think the plants are going to take over the world so you want to kill them before they do?
We'll take that.
More petrol! Bye!
Say hello to
So do you love plants?
Not plants.
Not plants?
No.
Animals?
I am when in the right mood, yeah.
And how much, on a scale of, friendships with benefits to marrying,
Sure.
where were you on the scale with these?
With these, I'd say very much FWB.
Okay.
Very much FWB.
Okay, but the B is quite important.
They just get me going. Sort of the hats.
The hats.
And
Oh, gnomes. Do you love gnomes? Run gnomes.
I wouldn't say I love them. I just see them. I just think, whoa!
You're attracted God knows.
We'll take it.
You want this weed sex doll then?
You are disgusting. I will see you next week.
Don't bring it back. Clean it first. Can you text it?
Sorry, I'm just sending an angry tweet to Kirsten.
Okay, so you're a Tory. Are you Jeremy Corbyn? Not Jeremy Corbyn, so you're a right with a Tory. Okay.
We don't use the word right, we use the word correct.
Of course.
Politically correct, I am. Because I have the right political opinions.
Okay. So are you a politician?
No.
No.
On Twitter, yes.
Okay. Are you a incel?
I'm just enjoying being at a party, you know. I'm taking after my role.
Oh, so of course you can't be an incel because you're at a party. So, you Boris Johnson? You Dominic Cummings? No? Okay.
He said mean things.
You said mean things about... Are you a Boris Johnson fan?
That was Bart's Quirks, everyone. We now have another stand-up for you. He's handsome, he's humorous, and he's got a very, very cool name, okay? And this is Matteo Caruso!
That was brilliant, thank you. Not even my father told me that. Yeah, let's start with daddy issues at the beginning, right? Okay. So, how you feeling? Good? It's such a lovely day, isn't it? No, it's shit. Stupid England. Yeah. So, but we had some good days in the previous week. So, in these days, it's like nice walking around the campus, and I'll see the summer approaching, kinda. And I thought in that moment, wow, we live in such a wonderful world. I know what you're thinking. That's clever, right? No one thought about it. No one ever wrote a song about it. I see trees of green, red roses too. Okay, I take it. Not the most original idea ever conceived. But it is true. True, we live in a wonderful world. And we don't often realize it. Okay, there are things around us that we don't value as much as we should. It happened to me. It happened with my mental health. Okay? It's been there. I had it for 25 years. Like, mentally perfect. And then I said, yeah, I'm gonna start a PhD. That's it. Gonna work. Just like civil rights in Texas. Disappeared. Any PhD student here? Yeah, great. Who's your therapist? I don't give a shit about supervisors here. Yeah, I'm asking because I'm thinking about changing mine. She's not been very nice to me. She told me I'm crazy and I'm gonna die alone. I don't care what she says, right? She's not real. I'm talking to you, Karen. She sat there. Nice lady. So me and Karen were walking around the campus, and we were thinking, like, just imagine a world in which something little will disappear. Like, take something, make this exercise, this mental exercise, and take something common, make it disappear. I was like, thinking about something. I was like, yeah, lemons, for example. It's a normal fruit, right? And just what would happen if in this world all the lemons would disappear? Like that. What would, you see, okay, it's lemons, what's going to happen? That we're going to start a war from that? Maybe, I don't know. Who knows what we are capable of? I guess that George W. Bush would have loved it. My fellow Americans, we're facing a terrible crisis in the world. All the lemons have disappeared. That is why we're going to invade Iraq. Yes, kind of. Fuck me, there's no oil here. What about the lemons? Oh, no lemons, no. Fuck that. We're going to Afghanistan now. They don't have democracy, do they? So, great country, great president for a great country. Sorry, no gun intended here. Yeah, so I was thinking about it, and yeah, we are, humanity always, thrives to find alternatives. So without lemons, we could use, limes. I don't know what the hell limes is, but people could use it like to make lemonades using limes, so like these fake lemonades. And I see that in some countries you may have problems like producing this illegal stuff. Like I'm thinking about random country between Canada and Mexico. So you could like random country there, you could like fake lemonade stands, and I can see police there like busting those stands. Police there are not very nice in general. So I can imagine like having riots on the street because people are trying to sell lemonade because we don't have lemons anymore. And I can imagine one day maybe one police officer taking one stand there and busting it, crushing it down, taking the land, putting the limes on the ground, squeezing them with the knees for 8 minutes, 46 seconds, and killing them, and people start violent protest around, saying that yellow limes matter. Any kind of reference to any US police abuse in the previous 2 years, 1 week and 7 days is purely unintentional. Okay? I don't want to go to court for stupid stuff like that, unlike Amber and Johhny. There was a good one, yeah, there was a good topic. I'm not going to talk about it, I'm just going to drop it as she did on the bed, allegedly. I don't know. It's just like, I was just following the memes on TikTok, just like that. But there could be a positive aspect of a lemonless world, okay? No one would do this face anymore. Except for Amber. It wasn't me, it was the dog that pooped on the bed. Johhny, you're a bad person. Yeah, I don't know if you heard it, but the jury said that now Amber has to pay Johnny Depp $15 billion, US dollars. I think it's a shame. I mean, I didn't want a big side here. Not John's side, not Johnny's side, but it's a shame. Because I Googled it, and with $15 million, you could buy 8 million kilos of lemons. We could stop the war in Iraq there. Didn't do it. Such a shame. Blame on all of you. So yeah, we could all the good stuff. For example, think about all the good stuff you usually have with lemons. Vodka lemon, gin and lemon, limoncello, tequila with salt lemon. What a boring Friday night. Why you don't have cider? It would be terrible. Oh, and the most British thing ever. Would you like a cup of tea, darling? Of course, I would love it. What flavors do you have? I got ginger. Ginger and what? No, just ginger. Just that. Oh, they will do. Easy peasy, squeezy. So it would be a bit strange, right? Also the music industry, I don't know if you're aware of that, but there are so many songs about lemons. Like there is Lemonade song by Led Zeppelin, there's a lemon song by U2, Lemonade song by Pete Martini, oh, and the most famous one, I wonder how, I wonder why, yesterday you told me about the blue, blue sky, and all that I can see is just a normal tree. So it would be such a shame, and what I came to realize that at the end of it, when life is giving you lemons, probably it's a fucking lie. Thank you.
Anyways, we've come to the sad part. We've come. Everything okay in the back? Okay. We've come to a really sad part because it's the last act of the night. Aww. Thank you. It's an improv game. It's called Foursquare. And for this game, I will need Charlotte, Fred, Iestyn, and Tristan. Okay, as our four improvers get into a square formation, why is this game called Foursquare? I don't know, okay? I don't know. Here's how it works. The people standing at the front, the two at the front, are in a scene, okay? The two people behind them are not in the scene, okay? They all have their own genres, which we're going to assign. Actually, we'll do that now. We'll assign the genres now. So can we have a genre for Tristan, please? Just anything, like a movie genre.
Heist film.
Heist film. Okay, I actually quite like that. You hear that? Heist film? Heist film, okay. And during the game, I can say rotate to get new people involved in the scene, right? So can we have a genre for Iestyn, please?
Stoner comedy.
Stoner comedy. Stoner comedy? Stoner comedy. Rotate again, please. Can we get a genre for Fred?
Coming of age film.
Coming of age?
Horror.
Indie horror.
Indie horror.
David Attenborough documentary.
David Attenborough documentary. We will go with. We'll try a David Attenborough documentary. Okay. Rotate again, please. Can we get a genre for Charlotte, please?
Western.
Western.
Edgar Wright Mafia film.
Sorry, what was that?
Mafia film.
Mafia film. Okay, yeah, we'll do a mafia film. We'll do a mafia film. And rotate once more, so we're back to our original thing. Fantastic. So here's how the game works. The person standing over here, which right now is Tristan, controls the genre of the scene. So if the scene was to happen right now, the genre would be
Heist film.
Heist film. The person standing over here plays a character in that heist scene, right? And they will play that character from the heist scene every time they're standing in this position. So same as their first character, okay? So to demonstrate, you've seen me rotate, but I can also switch people. So if I go Tristan and Fred, switch. The scene is now a
David Attenborough documentary.
David Attenborough documentary, but Charlotte is still playing her character from the heist film, okay? Switch back, please. If it doesn't make sense, I tried, okay? I don't care, I tried. Hopefully it makes sense when the game is on the way. So I'm not going to say anything. We should run through the genres, actually. So Tristan, what was your genre?
Heist film.
Charlotte?
Mafia.
Iestyn?
Stoner comedy.
And Fred?
David Attenborough documentary.
Okay, this is Foursquare. For the last time tonight, take it away.
Okay, so we're going to rob the aquarium.
Perfect.
Yes, we will be Oceans 2. It's infallible. It's infallible. All right, I've written it all on this big sort of blackboard.
Okay.
But I wrote it in black ink,
Yes.
so you can't actually see what it says.
No.
Yeah, okay, so I have to talk you through it.
Okay.
Yes. All right, exposition time.
Yes.
You go into the aquarium.
Yes.
You talk to the people on the reception desk.
Right.
You're distracting them.
Yes.
You're like, hello, I have a lot of questions about fish.
Okay.
And they will be so focused on you that they won't notice me sneaking in like this.
Do you know what? That's fucking genius.
Thank you.
Rotate.
Hey man, give me a hand.
I can't, I'm too high.
We're gonna roll the world's biggest plant.
Oh my god! Oh Jesus! Okay.
Wait, whoa.
What?
We haven't put the weed on it yet. What are you doing? I've got so much of a pocket, man.
Okay. Put it on. Okay.
It's not enough weed, man.
It's still not enough weed. Wait, you're smoking weed right now. That could be in the big blunt.
I need it.
Here we see the lesser spotted husband. He's at home, expecting his wife home from company drinks any moment now. What he doesn't know is that Jerry from the office is currently balls deep. Absolutely clapping her, yes. What he also doesn't know is that it's me, I'm Jerry. I'm like 96. You're not meant to say. David.
David, apologies, David. I didn't realise. I thought you were Jen. John, come in.
No. Oh, right, sure.
How's it going? How's the job?
The documentary.
Oh, yes.
We're just doing a new one at the moment.
Oh, that's very cool, very cool. Do you know, I'm expecting my wife home. She loves you. Really
she
loves you. Loves the polar bears.
Yeah.
How do you
and the seals.
Yes.
Rotate.
You have the audacity to come to me after what you have done.
Yeah. Your kid was taking the piss, and so I punched him.
not punch my son.
Oh,
Oh, you want to hear what?
you daft prick. What are you doing a voice for?
As if I sounded like you, do you think I'd have my vast empire?
I'm 10.
That's old enough.
Not enough for what? Prick!
Rotate.
Now, if we get caught, it was all you, okay? You have to own up to everything.
Why me?
Because
This is your idea.
Yeah, and you're my accomplice. You're here to take the fall, right?
No, I am not the fool guy. I am not the fool guy.
Well, I'm in charge. Someone has to be the fall guy. It can't be the guy in charge.
Iestyn and Charlotte switch.
Okay, so we're recruiting you to be the fall guy.
Whoa, I was just expecting my wife to be home in a minute.
Well,
She's quite late.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, mate, but you're gonna have to come do this heist with us.
So what's the heist? Is it...
Okay, right, this is really exciting, okay? We're going to heist the aquarium!
I don't know, I'll have to call my wife, I think.
No,
She wouldn't be happy with me.
We can't
I can't be out the house
it's
too
a
long.
secret!
I haven't locked the door.
Rotate.
You have the audacity to come into my office after what you've done?
Where am I?
You're in my office,
It's
and
very
you...
woozy in here. Would you like some?
No, I only do cocaine. You know that. That's my business. How dare you be smoking grass here?
It's delicious. You should definitely try it. Wait, you got Coke?
Yes.
Can I have some?
No.
Oh, no.
Rotate.
Now we see here the lesser spotted wife. She thinks she's on a heist mission for the aquarium, but what she doesn't know is that I'm double crossing her, and at her house right now, I'm balls deep in her husband. She has no idea. He does not get enough. Animal. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. You do realise I can hear all that, right?
But I'm looking at the camera.
Doesn't get enough. Doesn't get enough.
Yeah, because you're normally doing it with me.
I do it with you and with him. He gets it twice a day if he's lucky.
Twice?
Sometimes 3 times.
That would kill me.
That's why I have you both.
In these trying updates, the pride of the pack normally has to make a rash decision. I'm going to fake my death. The public will love that.
Rotate.
Hey, help me out, man. I've got to know the biggest plants in the world.
I don't know what that is.
How old are you, man?
What?
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how that's gonna help. Right. Okay. I know. I'm so high. You could smoke me. We got this, man. Okay, man. Light me up. You wanna light up, man? Does anyone have a light?
Iestyn and Tristan switch.
Okay, we're recruiting you to be the innocent-looking child who no one will ever suspect. How old are you? Well, I'm in my mid-30s. Pedophile! It's okay, right? It's just a heist. We're heisting the aquarium! That's shit! Well, that's not actually very nice. I don't think you've been raised very well. I didn't raised very well! He's a nut! He touched my bum!
Rotate.
Hey, man, I've made the biggest plants in the world.
Did it? Oh my god! Okay, we don't have a flame big enough.
Does anyone have a flame?
Anyone got a flame?
Do you have a flame, sir?
Sorry.
You wanna light me up? Would anyone like to light me
I
up?
need a big flame!
Excuse me. I'm a massive plant.
Mate,
What?
we can't put
Okay. That brings us to the end of the show. Okay. You've been a lovely audience. I've really enjoyed it. I feel like we bonded. You know, I'm gonna miss you. But yeah, this is the end. If you like what you saw today, we have a gig on the 22nd of June at Bloy, which will be amazing. So come along to that, check that out. We also have a sketch show that same week, I think on the 25th, a sketch show, something different, which will also be great. If you wanted to keep up to date with what we do, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, give us a follow. We have YouTube, loads of content on there, even more now, right? So, yeah, thank you so much for coming. Get home safe, take care, and we'll see you around.